some women showed up with their best lace front, but they still couldn't get the man. Nobody cared. Men have been saying for years, we want natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
We want our sisters to take off the weaves. And I offended so many of them just saying that.
Trigger alert.
But we've been saying we want natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
They don't listen. But then you're a replica, a bad version of Becky. I may as well go for the real thing. Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm Joe, my co-host.
JD.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
Black men are
Mhm.
refusing to go to singles mixers to meet black women.
Yes, it seems so. Anyways, there's a viral clip that's been going around with women that have gone to a mixer and basically nobody showed up. We do have an additional clip, but what we'll do is this. We'll play the first clip in regards to what we're talking about. So you got the context, and then we'll come back, have a little conversation, and we'll play the follow-up clip to that as well, so you can follow where we're going. I don't want to spoil it for no one, so let's jump right in and let's play clip number 1.
To a singles mix.
Okay, that was the first clip. Many people saw that. I looked at some of those comments
Mm-hmm.
on this lady's particular TikTok, and black men didn't feel sorry for you. A lot of them were like basically good, not good in a
Good way.
nice way.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, haha, this is what being Miss Independent Divas Queen, this is what it is, isn't it? That's what
Mhm.
you get, right? And then because I don't like to always react to the first time I see something. I like
Mhm.
to
Wait.
give it a
Yeah.
little time and see the full context of the story. But in saying that, there was a follow-up clip of someone that was initially at the mixer, and in the follow-up clip, which we're going to play you in a second, there was actually men there. So we'll play you that clip and then we'll come back.
Men showed up for this
I
event.
sent it in the
It
comments.
said you had to sell your soul for like and views.
I posted this video and I explained that was at the beginning when I had first arrived. And it was actually a great event, but you guys ran off with the narrative. That's crazy.
Say this. Let's start with this. You've seen the clips. Is winter coming for black women? Women in general, but particularly black women. Is winter coming?
Yes, winter is most definitely coming. I think it's kind of obvious.
Okay.
Kind of obvious. You know, things have been happening for years. It's just been progressing. Things have been getting worse and worse. Is that a word? Worse? Anyway.
Okay, let's say this. Okay, let's say this, right? So the first clip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this lady done it on purpose
No.
to get attention, because most people will say, no, she's getting attention. I just think it was timing. I think that she showed up to the mixer and basically nobody was there. But after a period of time, people showed up. But I still stand on the point that I think winter is coming for women in general, particularly black women. And this is a sign of the times to come.
Mm-hmm.
I still stand on the first clip as far as they weren't sorry for you. And what kind of men go to mixers? Because would those men even have been good enough for those kind of women?
I don't think a lot of men go to mixers like that. I think it's more a woman's thing, to be honest with you. I don't ever think that there's really a great percentage of men that even go to mixers.
But that might work in the favor of the man. So if I'm a dude and going to the mixer, the lady said there was about 27 men that showed up. It felt like there was 10. We'll tag something up there because she was getting a little bit of backlash for saying she was clout chasing, right? But the thing is this, if there's 100 women there and 27 men, that works in my favor.
Yeah.
Because damn, but at the same time, if you're at a mixer and the stereotype is queens, divas, Miss Independent, I'm strong kind of woman, right? If I'm not 6 figures, I'm not 6 feet tall, if I don't have certain things, degrees, yada, 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 is there even any point in going? What's the point?
That's true. What is the point? When women have these crazy expectations and criterias and you're not being realistic, how are you supposed to even get a man? So it doesn't matter whether it's at a mixer or somewhere else, how are you supposed to get him? You're not being realistic with the things that you need or want. You just want okay, obviously we're hypergamous, I get it. We want the best of the best. We want to have our cake and eat it. Yes, we do. Anybody does. But we also have to be very realistic as well. In regards to like the comments of black guys saying oh good and you know, in regards to that,
Nelson.
yeah. In regards to that, I understand where they're coming from, because just like they've experienced black females, you know, bashing men, calling them out their name, saying they ain't ish, I don't need no man, and
Now,
all the rest of
that's
it.
what I'm saying. So now it comes back to haunt you, innit?
That's what, there you go. So that's where I'm going with it.
But hold on, some people argue what men did show up.
Okay. But
Where do you stand on that part?
There's, okay, look, 20 men, 100 women. It doesn't really add up, does it?
Plus throw in the mix the kind of men that go to those mixes.
Exactly. Were those 20 men the type of men you would even go for? It is not a big option. Like you said.
So you're going to take a shot in the dark and you're going to say those men that went there, or men that generally go to mixes, are not the kind of men that most women want.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not. I wouldn't say there was. I don't think they was.
Have I been to a mixer?
I've never been to a mixer.
Yeah.
I haven't needed to go to a mixer. So.
Okay, cocky.
No, I'm just saying. It's the truth. I haven't gone. I've never been. Well, anyway, as I was saying before, black men have, you know, they're saying how they feel in it, as in like
we haven't been able to voice our opinions without shaming, sign language,
insults. Exactly. So, okay, this is how it is. This is my opinion. This is to black women. Now, not all of you, obviously, but a lot of you will bash men. Like I said, call men names, black men. Okay, you say you want a black man, but then you call them names, bash them, insult them, say they ain't ish, say you don't even need them. Then when it comes to going on mixes and whatever else there is, this is you attempting to try and get a man. But why?
The very same men you say you don't
why want. Would that man want to be with women who are rude, disrespectful? I'm not saying all, like I said before. Rude, disrespectful, some. Saying I don't need no man. What man is gonna want a woman that does that or says that?
That's true. And the men that accept bad behavior are generally men that those women or any women, most women don't want. Okay, let's switch gears somewhat. Let's talk about the gender war between black men and black women. And people, put in the comments, do you believe there's a gender war between black men and black women? I'm going to say yes, there is one. And I'm going to I have quite a few questions and just some points. People, you can answer some of these. Feel free to answer some of these yourself. Now, what's my first one? Some women showed up with their best lace front, but they still couldn't get the man. Nobody cared. Men have been saying for years, we want natural hair.
Mhm.
We want our sisters to take off the weaves. And I know I offended so many of them just saying that.
Trigger alert.
But we've been saying we want natural hair.
Mhm.
They don't listen. But then you're a replica, a bad version of Becky. I may as well go for the real thing. What's your thoughts on that? On natural hair? What, like, people put in the comments, what's your thoughts also? I'm going to try to go through some of these as quick as I can, but what's your thoughts on natural hair?
Well, obviously, okay, I'm not going to beat around the bush and act like I've never worn a weave before.
Mhm.
I've worn weave, I've worn extensions. I've never worn a wig, but I've worn weave back in the day. I have. I'm not going to lie. I have. And to be honest with you,
What would you
I
use for? How's it?
yeah, I've done that before too. When your head is itching, yes, I have done that too. Yes, I have.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that has happened. My opinion on it, I don't wear weave anymore. I've worn extensions, plaits. You
So
know,
the men that you say you want,
Mhm.
say they want women with natural hair.
or I am natural.
Don't you think that you should do what the men want instead of saying, I don't need no man, or I do as I want, but you're not getting the outcomes that you want?
Well, that's very obvious, but yeah,
So ladies, are you gonna go natural for your man or the men you say you want, or are you just gonna say take me as I am?
well, by saying take me as I am, they're not taking you because you're not, doing the things that they like. They said they want natural hair. You're giving them lace fronts and weaves and whatever else. And they don't want that. I'm not saying that lace fronts are
I was being facetious, but I'm just saying.
look,
I'm just giving an example.
I've seen some terrible, terrible ones. And I've seen some good ones.
But the thing is, I don't want to dig too deep into it. My point is that men have been saying they want natural hair. Our women have not been giving us that. So it is what it is. Put in the comments, are you willing to change your natural hair? Or natural hair. Are you willing to change your hair from weaves and to natural hair? Is the man worth it? Or are you getting outcomes by being, let's say, stubborn and headstrong and independent? That's all I'm saying. Let me move along. Our women particularly, feminists, they say all the time, I don't want or need a man, but you expect these same men to show up at mixers. You expect these same men to be traditional, but you're modern. That don't mix. And you hear that particularly in the black community. Oh, I don't need no man, but you go to mixers to get men. At least let it make sense. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you kind of already said it. At least
what's-
make it make sense.
So tell me your thoughts on it.
It doesn't make any sense. You can't go from I don't need no man, I can do everything, I can do bad all by myself and whatever other lingo they have out there, then turn around and say, I want a man. Like, which one is it? Pick which side you're on. Which side are you on? You want a man or you don't want a man?
Choose a struggle.
If you don't want a man, then cool, that's fine. If you want a man, then cool, that's fine. But you can't say, I don't need no man. I'm strong and independent. I can make it on my own. I'm strong. I'm this, I'm that, and blah, blah, blah. And then say, oh, but I would like a man.
But as a black male, I've heard this a lot, right? And okay. Men go where they're appreciated. Men go where they feel celebrated, where those women respect them. And I feel like they need and want me. So men generally are hardwired to please women. You're gonna fight for those women, you're gonna pay for those women, you're gonna support those women, give her those 4 P's. But if my woman is saying, I don't need you, I can do all bad by my lonely, and she's lonely, and if she ain't lonely, she's gonna be lonely around 60 when she's a cat lady. So if other cultures are saying, hey, listen, hey, look at me, I'm over here. You ain't got to do all of that. You ain't got to do all of that.
Or you don't have to deal with all of that.
Now, let me say this, right? I'm not gonna excuse men because men will say, I hear a lot of men will say, okay, cool. They'll be like, oh, because they can't get certain chicks,
Mm-hmm.
they'll say, see what I'm saying about these B's and H's,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's because you can't get chicks. So women are given all their merit up front, men have to earn. So some dudes will say, oh, these women ain't ish, blah, 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 right? But it's because you can't get no chicks. Where some dudes, certain kind of man, get chicks. Now, I personally, not tooting my own horn, I haven't had these problems. Yes, don't get me wrong, I've had the attitude, I've had all those things, some of those things we've mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
but generally, for the most part, when it comes to women, I haven't had these problems.
Well, lucky you.
So I can't look at it from the perspective of,
Mm-hmm.
like me. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, but I haven't had these kind of problems. So but I do see what a lot of men say, and I have experienced the whole windy neck and Miss Independent. I have experienced those things too. But as far as, hey, I'm all good in that sense, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just being real in that sense. But what about the men when they say I'm going to date out and I'm going to go where I'm appreciated? Can you blame them? Because our women are saying you need to be 6 feet tall, six figures. You need to have the big D. You need to have all these things, right? And when those men show up, they're still conditionally submissive. And then you go to the other side, whether this be Latino woman, white woman, um, another race, Indian,
Mm-hmm.
Chinese, Asian, whatever,
Korean.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're half of that, and they appreciate you and celebrate you. What's a brother supposed to do?
Well,
Just saying.
I guess you go where you're appreciated.
So should a man stay with a black woman just because they resemble the same complexion, or should he go where he's appreciated? What do you think?
I wouldn't say for a black man to stay just because you're the same color as the female. I wouldn't say that, but I would say, if you treat men good and nice and
But a lot don't.
I
I've
know.
met many women and they have treated me well, but a lot of men and I've experienced women that treat me bad also. I'm not saying it's been all roses for me, but I'm just saying, okay, a white dude, an average basic white dude can come through and he can get the boomest black chick and she's jumping through hoops for him. A black dude, let's say like the Will Smith, for example, successful, handsome, tall, he's got to jump through hoops for an average black woman because he's black. There's definitely, for me, what I've seen, a contempt for black men. So
There is.
why are we going to jump through hoops for this thing when I can go over here and get all of this heavenly glory?
Okay.
Just saying, man.
Look, I'm definitely pro black. So for me personally, I would just say to the women, like, if you're treating your men good and stuff like that, why would they want to leave? They wouldn't want to leave. They wouldn't. But if you know for a fact that you do not treat them good, chat to them any old how, be disrespectful, whatever, why would he want to stay? I think
Yeah.
it's just common sense.
Men been arguing this for years. Okay, let's talk about fit, feminine, and friendly. Our women will even smile at us, talking about, oh, it's just my resting B face. Yeah, right. Fit? Hell no. Most of our women are overweight. And they say, oh, I've got the weight in the right places. As weight's gone up, relationships gone down. So we know when a woman gets pregnant, if she's in a relationship, she's going to gain 20
weight
to 30 pounds, right? So then you got women like the LIZZO chick we done, right? The LIZZO size woman. The thing is with other cultures, they get the best of their culture to represent them. Slim, so if it's Becky, slim, blonde hair, blue eyes, athletic. That's who represents her. Beautiful. Our one who represents us is a LIZZO.
Women who look appealing to most people's eyes, yes. They love to do these sort of things in like adverts and stuff. They represent, let's say, the white woman in the best light.
No. You say they, but our women co-sign this.
No, I know. So I'm just saying, when you watch adverts,
Yeah.
whether it's a white person or any other person, I'm not saying every single advert, but I'm saying the most, the white woman always looks pleasant.
But that's because white people say we want Becky over there to represent us,
Exactly.
even though no one's saying that the white women are perfect and all of them are fit, feminine, and friendly.
Yeah.
But at least them as a people can say we want the best over there to represent us.
And how do they represent black women?
But how do black women represent themselves?
Themselves, I know. But for my example, is that how are we represented in adverts? Usually overweight, usually look manly, or the demeanor's manly, masculine, exactly.
You don't know.
Or
you don't know if they're a tea party or not.
The hair is sometimes cut just like yours.
Yeah. Masculine.
That's what I'm trying to say. So we're not represented in the best way.
But you say you're not represented in the best way, but you don't represent yourselves in the best way. So
Yes,
we can't argue. Okay, if you, as black women, was to be like, no, that's not us. They wouldn't put that out there. You got Lizzos.
Or they'll be forced to change it.
You got Lizzos saying body positive. I could have swear if you're obese or overweight, that's unhealthy.
It is unhealthy.
Black women co-sign that.
I know. That's what the problem is.
So then we can't argue and say they, or let's just say the other race, the dominant race, puts us out there and we have no control and blah blah. You have control of what you put in your mouth.
You do.
And what they're putting in their mouth, yes, we may like as men, but you put the food in your mouth, get bigger, then you say yes, take me as I am, or I'm a queen, I'm a diva. No one can tell me. They're out of control. Put in the comments if you disagree with that. And we also done a podcast about the Dominican lady. I think that was 8 at the table, and we were saying that the guy was saying,
"Oh, I think are black women wife material?"
Yeah,
was
and,
it that
and
one?
he was saying when his experience with other culture women, they were submissive. They wouldn't even let him wash up a plate. Where he's dated black chicks, and they're like, "Oh, you can go get your food yourself."
Spanish women, they're raised to be a wife.
But why isn't a black woman raised that way?
Most black women are raised to be independent. Remember, let's be real.
Say that again?
Most black women are raised to be strong, tough, independent, and don't take no shit. Because the daddy wasn't shit. I raised you alone by myself. Be a strong black woman. So they come into the game with their guard up ready. Spanish girl is raised to serve. Yeah. They be cooking for their father at a young age, washing the dishes, washing the table, mopping all Saturday morning. Let's face it, they're raised to serve. If one time I swear to God, I'm at a girl's house having dinner. I got her with my own plate, put it in the garbage, put it in the sink. Her mom spazzed on her in Spanish about da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, in the black woman's house, if I get up with my own plate, she gonna say, "That's a damn good nigga. He got his own shit. I like him."
I agree. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
That there is a vested interest in the powers that be in keeping black women single. It's terrible. I'm Hispanic, but I'm married to a black man. Okay. And I am around a lot of his black family and the women in his family, and I hear a lot of that, like, you know, when I prepare him a plate of food, they're like, "Man, let him get his plate," you know.
Right.
Let him get up. When I you know, just a lot of the things that I do for him.
So
I'm like, let him,
you're around your in-laws and they tell you to let him get his own plate?
Yeah, and his cousins and sisters.
Are they married?
They're like,
are these women married?
No.
So you're serving your husband, and you got Shirley and them telling you, "Don't do that. Come over and sit down with the rest of us queens."
Well, they just said that he used to have to do it himself, and he knows how to do it.
But what they're saying is, come over and sit down with the rest of us lazy ass entitled women, because you treat him too good. You keep doing stuff like that, you're gonna make. See, I'm about to say something's gonna piss a lot of some black women off, but I've heard it my entire life. We don't want to blow y'all's head up, and they get upset. The women that you're referring to, the pathology is they're beneath us, and we need to give them Scooby snacks every now and then to keep them in line. But if you start treating him like he's a human being and deserves something, much less a man, he's going to realize that he's valuable, and he may exercise. And once he realizes he's valuable and has some power and standing, he may turn around and use that power against you like we use our power against him. That's the real fear.
And the thing is with a lot of our women as well, they learn too late. So when they're 35, washed up, no different to that remember that nuclear physicist guy? Oh, he didn't have no swag. Oh, he didn't have no swag. I wasn't attracted to him. All women love the bad boy. And then where is it? Hold on. I can't even find it yet. Oh, here it is here.
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
When she wants to cash out, oh, now she wants to sing the Ciara prayer. After she's old, eggs have dried up, she's not as vibrant, she's not 21-year-old her, and she wants this 6-figure man, blah, blah, blah. Where Becky's done, listen, the guy wasn't even rich when she met him. She took him because he had potential. We've done these videos. People put in the comments if you disagree with what I'm saying. I didn't want to take up too much time on this because we've kind of cooked a little bit on it.
We did.
But anyways, let's move to clip number 2, and then we'll round this thing out.
The one thing that gold diggers know that the average woman does not know. Free game, bitch. Thank me later. Men that pursue women run after you in the street, ask you for your number, begging you for your number, calling you, texting you, blowing up your motherfucking phone. It's because they don't have any money. They don't have shit for you. Men that have anything going on for them in life will never do that. Because, especially black men, they only pursue you when they're broke as fuck. Yeah, run with it. You see me? The minute I learn that men that have money doesn't pursue women, I hit the jackpot. Because when I see a guy that I think have some money, I talk to him. Because he's not going to talk to you. Half of the time, he's not going to. Not because he don't want to, but because he don't need to. You know what he got going on for himself, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's in agreement with her? Do you agree or do you disagree? Put in the comments. What's your thoughts?
I agree with her.
Okay.
Men who chase Nyash or Coochie or whatever you want to call
that's the
it.
new word now, Nyash. Shows my age. I never even used that word before. I know it is, but I never used it. But yeah.
Yes. Those men, they don't have their ish together. They're not on their purpose and they have too much time on their hands. That's why they go out and chase Nyash. Yeah. But men who are on their purpose, they don't have time to chase women around. I love the fact
that she said this as well. This is what stood out to me as well, right? Is that, and I was saying it to you the other day. Let's just say the modern Western black woman, she's entitled. She thinks she's too fly. But with women, let's just say you go to Africa or you go to the Caribbean, or other cultures of black women. These women will see you got potential or doing your thing, and they will approach you. They will come up to you. She said, he's not going to approach me. I know I'm going to have to do the work.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have to. Where we over here and they go, for who? For some man.
That's because women over here.
I love that.
Women in the Western world are, a lot of the time, just entitled and think they can just get anything they want whenever they want. Where women that are not in the Western world understand life better. So they know that, just like she said, when I see a man who is got his ish together, I know I'm gonna have to approach him. But he ain't gonna approach me.
But she's not looking at it like, right, he thinks blah blah blah. She knows, hey, listen, my man's leveled himself up, right? So I say this to the man them, just like Scarface movie, right? First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get
Get the chicks, man.
exactly, then you get the after. And yeah, if you got time, which I'm guilty of this as well, right? I used to chase chicks back in the days as well, do my thing. So 50% chicks, 50% money. But when I was chasing chicks, I was losing 50% money. So then I learned, because obviously I've had many experience, right? Where I wasn't doing so well. Dudes that was doing well come take chicks off of me real easy, right? And I used to look at those chicks and I used to say, you're a gold digger, man, blah, blah, blah. Then I started to understand about hypergamy, what you learn as you go along. So I say to men, be on your grind, be on your purpose, do your thing. I'm not saying, listen, don't, I look at rotation. Do your thing. You stay in your price range as far as chicks, and then level up as you get your money and you level up. But I'm just saying, more time, chicks, they got you figured out as far as, yeah, idiot, because look how texting me, texts right back, and I didn't make the rules, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
When women have those sort of men that text right back and stuff like that, they're like,
Yeah.
they want the ones that ain't texting back so much.
That is not emotionally available and all
Exactly.
of that.
So the men who are, doing their thing, they got their ish together on their purpose. Women actually lust after them. Those men can get girls easy, no problems. You can he's done the work. So then it's only right that he gets women that, want him.
By men putting in work, doing their thing, a trade-off of that is getting chicks. If you want that or not. It's just how the cookie crumbles. But again, as I said to you before, if you get your passports and you date out, so say if you're speaking to the black men, if you want black women and you're having problems in the West, and you're leveled up and you go across seas, those black chicks, they're gonna holler. Many women are gonna argue, oh, they want you for your money, but so do you. So do you, sis. We know. But that's my final thought on that. What do you want to add before we jump to the next clip?
I'll just say to the ladies, put in the comments if you have the guts to approach a man that you want or you like and ask him for his number. Would you do that? Because I say that to say this. A lot of you are going to have to approach men. And I'm saying even the men that ain't on their purpose like that, you're going to have to start to approach men, because a lot of men are fed up and they're tired and they're going elsewhere. And if you don't want to be single and alone, you better learn how to...
Women fear rejection.
They do.
But some.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I've been rejected before. I've gone up to men and asked men for their numbers or whatever else. I've done that. I've been blasted.
But you ain't been blasted to the capacity of a man.
No, that's true. But I'll just say, if you keep pursuing, you get what you want. But ladies, put in the comments, would you do it?
Yeah, ladies.
Do you have the guts?
The pursuit of happiness. Anyways, let's jump to the final clip of today, and then we're going to round this out. Here's clip number 3. Okay, that's the end of that clip. This is the easy one. Let me start with this. Why even brag about men that just want to sleep with you? These men are low value anyway. It's not like to say these are all high caliber men, high status men, dudes that are doing their thing. These are idiots. Why brag about that? I don't look at this woman and say, oh my God, she can get, yeah, man, wifey. I just look and I just think, you're just stupid. Maybe want to smash though because I like your body though. It's just my thoughts. Fellas, what do you think? What's your thoughts? Because we're going to go over some of those texts. We're going to go over, they're right here. But what's your thoughts on that? We'll go over these texts real quick.
A lot of women just like to play too many games. Then you put yourself in situations to where you have a whole lot of male friends.
Yeah, right.
And
beta male orbiters.
Exactly. Male friends. You have a whole load of male friends because you ain't got no man. So, you know, you put yourself in that position. Now you want to ask those men, friends, you know, would you pursue me in a relationship? And she got her answer.
Okay, let's talk about some of those clips. Why are we not together? This is her words. Guy number 1, because you don't take me seriously. Laughing emoji.
Exactly.
Yeah, idiot. Yeah, idiot.
Who's the idiot?
The guy. He said it himself. She's not taking him seriously. Why even entertaining this chick? Men, seriously. I hate doing simp videos or weak men.
I would say also that sometimes the guy kind of still, he's not hanging in there like that, but he wouldn't delete you like that because he may get a chance to smash.
Exactly, for the potential of. So you're hanging in there just because you may or may not, and most likely not, sniff the vajayjay. Yeah, idiot. Let's move to the next one. Guy number 2. Why are we not together? Shit, pull up. He clearly wants to smash. But again, fellas, come on, man. If I hold out a chick, she give me one word and answers, and out of the blue, I get, hey, big head, or whatever they want to do, and oh, why are we not together? Oh, pull up. I ain't got time for you. She knows you're available. Even if I'm available, listen, many times chicks might be like, oh, we send you the link up, blah, blah, and I might be free that day. I might be chilling at home in my pajamas. Now I'm not even free. No, you got to book times with me. My niggas, you need to learn how to hold frame. What do you want to add before we go to guy number 3? It's getting worse.
Oh my gosh. You could just continue.
Okay. Guy number 3. He has the emoji eyes. You the one that played me when you was down. So basically, he was meant to link the chick. She came down, linked some other dudes, got her back blown out. This has happened to me. You know what I'm talking about. This happened to me too, right? Remember the chick? That was, well, it was business.
Yeah,
It
how
wasn't,
can I forget?
It wasn't smashing. It was business, right? But she'd rather come down and get her back blown out. She weren't serious. I'm not saying there's not that point where we all have to learn. But come on, man. Because some of these guys will want to wifey these girls.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay. let's move to guy number 4. Laugh out loud. I haven't even heard from you. So she ghosted him. He ain't heard from her. Then he's got the crying face emoji. This nigga's in tears.
Oh Lord Jesus.
With a heartbreak emoji. So he's upset.
All up in his emotions.
I was starting to think that you cut me off. Oh, I was starting to think that you cut me off. Weak. They say that men's what is it? Testosterone levels are very low today. And it shows. Look at this weak-ish. Men ain't even masculine nowadays. This chick just popped up out of the blue. And niggas is like, yeah, man, like, I just want to be with you, man. Oh, my God. Heartbreak emojis, crying face, and all kind of ish, right? I don't get it. I thought you cut me off. If a chick cut me off, right? She don't call me back. Don't call me back. Don't message me back. Blocked. Because listen, same way
you
she
got it like that.
No,
Yeah?
no, not even that. I don't even need to have it like that. I can be dusty blocked because don't you value yourself? Now, chicks like to block men all the time. I can do the cyber restraining order too. Block too. Let me just move to the next guy because
someone's popping up.
So they all eat it. Anyway, guy number 5. What's stopping us? I just want to be with you. What's this? Romeo and Juliet? Weak. Let me move to guy number 6.
Oh my God.
Why are we not together? Because you're not in Miami. Yeah, idiot. Let me move to guy number 7. That's because they're all idiots. What? Because you're not in Miami. All of this pandering, all of this weak-ish because you want to smash. How many chicks is there? I swear there's 2 chicks to every 1 man. And if you one of those top tier guys, hey, you got the cream of the crop, man. Just saying. What would make a chick go to her ex, get cream pied, right? Come back to her boyfriend. Clearly the ex is the ish. He that guy. I'm just saying, man. Guy number 7. Got to see if I like how that coochie tastes.
Ew.
So she's been getting her back blown out left, right, and center. You think this is tennis? This is Wimbledon, right? She been getting passed around, serving, right? Niggas, and then you want to taste that. You want to run that risk. You want to, fellas,
Someone's roasting today.
because it's weak. You want to taste it, so you believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, let's just say your tongue is an extension of the weakness, or you're trying to show, okay, I can't perform like this. Maybe if I please her like this, I'm gonna get her to stay. My nigga, she left. She never was with you. So you're telling me after she had been cream pied and all types of ish with all kind of man, you're saying now, oh, I want to know how it tastes. That's all I have to say on that. This is why I don't like doing, because we can argue the problem with women,
Mm-hmm.
but men, this is what a lot of women have to work with.
It's hard out here. It's hard out here in the streets.
I can't sit and say, oh, women do blah 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 without addressing what the men do.
Mm-hmm.
They eat that thing as well.
I can't lie to that. There are a lot of weak men. There's more weak men nowadays than they have been probably in history. They just don't get it.
Men today, at between the ages of 18 and 30, are virgins. They're so thirsty. Let me drink my thing. They're thirsty.
They are hungry
And if
for
you
the
see,
cooch.
and if
Okay,
you
let
see
me-
the kind of chicks that they thirst over,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, come on, man. You know, niggas be like trying to hold frame. No, man. Like, she messaged me. I just look at the phone, innit? Yeah, right. When your niggas ain't there, it's how fast you're, babes. I'm not gonna cook anymore because I see they're gonna make me go off. It's
It's too late. You
Nah,
already
I see
went
it. But the thing is, I see it all the time with men, and some dudes might make a lot of money, might be a handsome dude, might be tall, all those things that women say that they want, but when their mind is not there, they get ran through and and women ride all over them.
Mhm.
What do you expect? What do you expect? I'm not saying the woman is right for going to get cream pied by her ex and then coming back to you, but I'm just saying, what did you expect with guys like this?
Well, when you're weak and
Yeah.
soft, then that's why women will treat you that way.
It's kind of hard to defend the men when this is how a lot of men today are. I'm just saying, there's a lot of men that are holding frame,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of men don't. Most men don't.
True.
Just like the chick said, many men can't even sit at a damn table.
True.
They can't sit at a table.
True.
That's my thoughts. What do you want to add before we close out?
I don't think there's nothing more to add. You
There
said it
isn't.
all.
There isn't. Anyways, I'm gone. We're
See you
gone.
out.
See you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.